Everybody, excellent to see you on this fantastic FriYAY. Top of the morning to you. Hope you are having a fantastic FriYAY as well. You know damn well I am. And you know what we must do to start this show. Let's get into our very first platforms of the day, shall we? All right, we are live on the Kick. If I can use it, maybe. Come on now. It's giving me some problems this morning. Excuse me. There we go. That's better. Thank you so much for bearing with me. All right, we are live on the Kick. We are live on the Facebook. Good morning, my TikTokers. Damn good to see you this morning. I hope we're all having a fantastic Friday. I see you over there, Mr. St. Germain. Good morning, my dude. Good morning, my Twitchers, my favorite junkers over here on Twitch. I see you. We are live on the YouTube, and we are live on the Facebook, and we are live on the TikTok, and the Twitch, and the YouTube. We are good to go. Hey, good morning, you legends. How the heck are you? It is magnificent to see you. Freddie, first in the chat over there on Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
My brother from another mother, Mr. Jeff Rotel. Good morning, you handsome son of a gun. Paul Bailey, good morning. My second favorite J-Rod, happy Friday. Great to see you, my dudes. Hope we are all having a very fantastic Friday morning. You know I am. Good morning, Mr. Berkey. How are you, James? Making my morning over there, my dude. Good to see you. As always, my dear friends, we're going to give everybody just a couple of seconds to file in, and then we'll get this show rolling. Let me fix my TikTok here. AJ, good morning, my man. Damn good to see you, Mr. St. Germain, and yes, you are. You still have that moderator tag next to your name, my man. Absolutely. Pop out my chat. That's better. Now that I have you all on the same screen. Maybe. Oh, my Lanta. Why will you not move? There we go. That's better. Good morning, Miss Linda. How you doing, Linda? I appreciate you all bearing with me while we get all set up this morning. All right. Good to go. So, my friends, I want to give you a heads up over here on Twitch. You may see a little bit of a different alert today. We're trying something a little bit different. So there are AI alerts possible. And I created those on my page. So next time somebody follows or subscribes, you should see a different alert there. Let me know if you do. Good morning, Kyle Willard. Both of our Saint Lunatics are in the house this morning. Good to see you, gentlemen. I love the warm intro. Thank you, Paul Bailey. Hope we are all having the most fantastic of a Friday morning possible. Good morning, Mr. McBurney. Good to see you, Steve-O, you newlywed, handsome son of a gun. Great to see you this morning, my brother. Great to be seen. So, my friends, my family, as always, if you are new here this morning, hi, welcome. It is damn good to see you. If you have been here before, welcome back. My name is Dalen, also known as Junk Wax Vintage. You can find me here 3 times a day, smacking you with that daily dose of positivity. Some sweet, sweet trading cards, some camaraderie, and always a whole lot of laughs. So if you are new here this morning, my friends, you might want to smack that follow button. We would love to have you. And of course, if you are new here, you might not know about junkwaxvintage.com. That is where you find everything having to do with this channel. The cool thing is there's just one spot, just one place that you got to go, and it's easy to remember. Junkwaxvintage.com. That is where everything lives. There is break spots up there. Speaking of break spots, plenty of spots left in our brand new UFC. There are boxes of sealed wax up there. There are single packs up there. There is grading up there. Merchandise. Supplies. If you're feeling froggy, jump on it. Damn good to see you, my TikTokers. Hello, good morning. Jeff Rotal, moderator extraordinaire with Mr. Paul Bailey over there in tandem, dropping the links. I appreciate you, boys. Excellent. We are all linked up over there thanks to Paul and Jeff Rowe. I appreciate you, gentlemen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, folks. I must admit, I failed this morning. I did not create a break sheet for our 4th Topps Fire Hobby Box. So, I'm going to have to do that at some point. Timbo T-Wood over here on TikTok, gracing us with his presence and smacking me with 40 tiny dinies. You lucky little ducky. And it is damn good to see you this morning, one half of the Towers of Power. I cannot thank you enough for those beautiful tiny dinies. You know the drill, my brother. We will only reset that goal 3 times. First time happening right meow. But I am nonetheless grateful, Timbo. I cannot thank you enough, you legend. That is a magnificent way to start our fantastic FriYAY morning. If I do say so myself. There you go, Timbo. Reset for you. There you go. I love it. Again, thank you so much, Jeffro, for dropping those links in the chat. I appreciate you. JD Fishing, good morning, my man. I hope you're doing well today as well. Good to see you, brother. Top of the morning to you. Timbo! What are you doing over there, you maniac? In the best of ways. I cannot thank you enough for the Michael Jordan number 23 tiny dinies. Amazing. I look forward to it, Timbo. Thank you so much, you legend. JD Fishing. Question your favorite card in your PC. That's a tough one, my friend. That's a tough one. Yes, you are, Timbo T-Wood. I cannot thank you enough. So, JD Fishing, I have a pretty decent-sized PC. So that's a tough one, my man. I have hundreds of favorite cards. But one of them is the one you're looking at right now up there on that spinning stand, that Nolan Ryan autograph. Love that one. Waited on that one for about 3 years. I had a Nolan Ryan autograph baseball, but I do not have a Nolan Ryan autograph card. But now I do. And I'm very, very stoked about it. Trent, thank you for smacking the follow button. Good morning. Again, my friends, if you are new here this morning, welcome. My name is Dalen. Also nice to see you this morning. If you are new here and you have not smacked that follow button yet, you might want to. We would love to have you. Keep in mind, we go live on 5 different platforms every single show. So you can find us on TikTok, Facebook, Kick, YouTube, and the preferred viewing experience is over here on Twitch. So it is free, it is easy, and like our buddy Koshawan that just followed us over here on Twitch, if you would like to come over and join us, you are more than welcome. Damn right, Kazoo. Top of the morning to you, my man. Hope you had a wonderful new year. Glenn! Glenn! What's up, my brother? And congratulations on that magnificent Spencer Strider you pulled last night. Yeah. Lucky ducky. You are so welcome, my brother, and making my morning. Good to see you, Glenn. JD Fishing. I love the warm welcome to Mrs. Linda. Kazoo Collectibles. How do you keep track of all them chats? It is a challenge. I will not lie to you. That's why you will see I am constantly scanning because I've got Kick, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. So I pay attention to 5 chats throughout the whole show. Good morning, Clay. How are you, my brother? TikTok Marge Simpson? Good morning. That is a hell of a username you have there. All right, my dear friends. Let's get into our very first pack of the morning, shall we? I think we've had our morning salutations. Good morning, Uncle Smitty. Yay. Vermin Sermon, smacking that follow button. Welcome. Welcome in. Top of the morning to you. Big hugs and firm handshakes all around, my dear friends. It is magnificent to see you on this fantastic FriYAY. If you are new here since the new year, I hope you had a very happy new year. We are already on day 3. Flying by. Buenos dias, hermano. Good to see you down there in the chat to the Ripper. Hey, Ripper. ¿Qué es su primero nombre? Porfa. No necesito apellido. Solamente primero nombre. Nombre primero. All right, folks. First pack of the morning. Uncle Smitty, I am not coming to SA today, my brother. I am so sorry. I know, Smitty, I know it. But I think I will be there not next week, but the week after. I think that's how it's going. All right. Tyrone, I love that Ryan card myself. That is why that will never, ever leave my PC. They'll have to pry that one out of my cold, dead fingers. I'm a collector first. All right, we start off with Marquise Grissom. And Mr. Kiefover, you were absolutely right. And speaking of those 1995 Atlanta Braves, Mr. Marquise Grissom, I love it. So that is absolutely right. 1995 World Champion Braves, 10 autographs on that ball. And it is up for Razzie right now at junkwaxvintage.com. So somebody could walk away with that ball for $10. That is an almost $1,000 baseball, just to let you know. Siete. ¿Qué es su nombre? Muy bien. What is your first name, Ripper? Suyamo. All right. Oh, you know it, Uncle Smitty. Tu sabes way. How about Dalton Varsho's daddy, Gary, for the Pirates on a gold parallel? There you go, Freddie. I hear you, brother. We have Pat Listach, Orlando Merced, Anthony Young for the Mets. The Big Hurt. Kobe. Gracias, señor. Mucho gusto. Tu sabes, way. The Big Cat. The Gato Gigantes. Andres Galarraga. Gatos Gigantes. Chris Jones for the Astros. Somebody bang a trash can. Jacob Brumfeld for the Reds. Dave Fleming for my Seattle Mariners. Marquise Grissom, so nice you got him twice. Awesome. Eric Karros. That's a name I have not thought about since 1993. Brett Barbieri. Brady Anderson. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. And last but not least, laying down the bunt for Sandy Goggins. David Goggins. Colton Delliman, thank you for smacking that follow button. I appreciate you. Welcome to the crew. Excellent first pack of Juicy Junk Wax, if I do say so myself. So, folks, if you are new here, keep in mind, you are more than welcome to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com. That is where you will find break spots. That is where you will find a metric ton of sealed wax that's right behind me. And if you would love to rip something down, I am happy to rip something for you. Tyrone, you actually named your second son Nolan. Oh, nice. I like it. Lawrence Youngkin, good morning, my man. One of the oldest of the OGs of the family. Great to see you as always. Allow me just a moment here, folks, for a little housekeeping. All right, we are solid. So, folks, do we have an Aaron Woodruff here with us this morning by chance? Tyrone, that is number 250, my man. Number 250. 27 out of 50 to be exact. I'll even show you. There you go, buddy. Just for you. I got you covered, Tyrone. Just call on Tyrone. I hope somebody gets that reference. Yep. On the Purple app, that is correct. Marge Simpson. Yep, we are live over here on Twitch. Always, always, always. Woo Card Collects. Thank you so much for the gifts. I sincerely appreciate you, brother. It is gifts like that that help to keep this channel on the rails, and I cannot thank you enough. All right, my dear friends. I need to refresh that shop for the very first time. And user 801-402-562-8641 over here on TikTok says, apparently, Nolan Ryan Foundation website, you can send in cards to be autoed in exchange for donations. That is correct. To be honest with you, buddy, that is why Nolan Ryan autographs are not, like, astronomically priced. is because there is a lot of them out there. He has signed a lot, and Noli's still alive, so he's still signing by the day. But someday, when the sad day comes upon us that we lose Nolan Ryan, you will see those autographs are going to skyrocket when they start becoming limited. Oh, Dan. Well, nice to have you, my friend. Excellent. Dan from Twitch? Legolas. Hey, hey, hey. Good morning, my friend. Welcome back. So, Legolas, I have to ask, how did you come up with your name? I am very, very curious. I appreciate you in advance. So, Dan from the Purple app, I'm not following you, my friend. So help me out there if there's something I'm missing. Mr. Almaraz, good morning, and thank you for smacking that follow button. I appreciate you. Welcome to the crew. Good morning, Robert Sipe. Great to see you, my man, our favorite stump daddy. Oh, Legolas, you're actually missing your left leg.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about that, brother. Ouch, kabibbles. I was hoping it was from a Key and Peele skit. Grandpa Brucey, good morning, you legend. How are you, buddy? Colton Delliman, what do the numbers mean on your break? So if we have a random break, we randomize the teams. And everybody buys a number, and then we randomize the teams, and whatever team falls on your number is the cards that you get. That is what we do, Colton. Do you know what a break is, Colton? All right, my dear friends, that actually reminds me. Not only do we need to refresh that shop, I need to make a break sheet for our 4th Topps Fire random out of our sealed case. Roger that, Legolas. I got you, buddy. I actually have an uncle that lost a leg, too. Tough one. So, fun fact, he actually worked for the railroad, so he won a ridiculous amount of money because he lost his leg while working. 2 train cars came together, took off his left leg, about 4 inches above the knee. Ouch, kabibbles. Oh, I got you, Colton. No worries, my man. So I often have to explain breaks here on this channel because this is a wonderful place for people that are getting right back into the hobby or people that have never been in the hobby before. So I pride myself on being able to explain, down to even if you don't even know what a break is. So thank you, Colton. I appreciate that, brother. And we will get into our breaks here in just a moment. I need to make a break sheet. But yeah, Legolas, my uncle, lost a leg, got a few million for it, still getting paid out. But he actually plays it up. So he has an entire room in his house that is dedicated to legs. So he's got 16 or 17 prosthetic legs hung up on the wall. He's got a bunch of different ones. It's pretty cool. He's got a badass carbon fiber one. He's got one made out of wood. He's got a pirate peg leg. He's got all kinds of stuff. Ryan Gladwell, you just found the upper deck, Todd Van Poppel. Beautiful, brother. I love it. You know I am partial to some Van Poppel. All right, my dear friends. Let's refresh that shop for the very first time today, shall we? Good morning, everybody. Great to see you. Great to be seen. Jeff Rowe, he does not have that one. Oh, Danielle. Is that Danielle over there? Very cool. Nice to see you, Danielle. Young lady. All right, I think we are current in that shop, ladies and gentlemen. So, I need to make a break sheet real quick. Allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Oh, you have a leg made out of Legos. Wow. Oh, well, had. Roger that, buddy. Well, that's really cool. Keontae, good morning. Again, my friends, cannot thank you enough for the gifts, you legends. It is damn good to have you this morning. My friends, if you would allow me just a moment, I need to make a break sheet real quick. So you're going to get a little peek behind the scenes. As always, ladies and gentlemen, you could be anywhere this morning, and I'm very, very grateful that you're here hanging out with this ugly mug. Good to see you. All right, all right, all right. Good morning, Danny Smith. How are you, you legend? Happy FriYAY. So if you folks are unaware, we did our half case break last night. and it was magnificent. But I think we might still have a case hit hiding in our last single boxes. So we're going to find out the hard way. Hopefully today. Thank you for bearing with me for just a moment. This gives you plenty of time to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com and snag yourself down something to rip. I would love to rip it for you. James Berkey asks over here on Twitch, Dalen, just wondering where the Todd Van Poppel cards I sent you. They're back in my closet, James Berkey. Grandpa Brucey, really, you should do something about that. If you get half your face cut off, you'll get a facelift. Thank you, Grandpa Brucey. Good morning, Brandon. Utah Breaks, a.k.a. Johnny Utah. Happy Friday to you too, you legend. Great to see you, my man. Mr. Gesicki, good morning, and thank you for smacking the follow button. Colton, question over here on TikTok. I like how you do your breaks and you don't have the pay extreme TikTok prices for shipping. I do my damnedest, brother. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Danny Smith, if I was any better, I don't know if TikTok could handle it. Beautiful. I love the positivity, Danny. My man. Oh, yes. I feel you now, Grandpa Brucey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, brother. You are correct. All right, all right. I believe it is just $12 a spot for our Topps Fire. Let's double check. It is indeed. And Clay already snagged a spot. Of course, my friends, the moment this bad boy fills, we will bust it. 'Cause busting makes me feel good. Rick Weathers, top of the morning to you, brother. How are you? Oh, I sincerely appreciate the kind words, my man. Thank you so, so much. That is the goal of this channel. So above and beyond cards, my friend, because let's be honest, we all love cards. That's what brings us together. But I do not consider myself a breaker. I consider myself a community builder, more than a breaker. So like I have always said, my friends, when it comes to the hobby, the mentality that we keep here on this channel, specifically, is I will always cater to the collector because that is what I am. Now, don't get it twisted. We all sell cards to kind of support our habit, so money will always be a part of our hobby. But money should never be all of the hobby, in my humble opinion. So, we cater to the collector here, and I appreciate you all understanding that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There you go. Good morning, Jeff Behrman Sr. Damn good to see you, too. So, like I say almost every single day, my friends, I am here for one reason and one reason alone. To start that day right. To hit you with that daily dose of positivity. Some sweet, sweet trading cards. Some camaraderie. We could call it cardaraderie. And always a whole lot of laughs. So thank you for being here with me. The Real Cult Games, good morning. And thank you for smacking that follow button. I appreciate you. Doesn't look like my new alerts are working. Rick, I appreciate the positivity, buddy, and thank you for being here with us this morning. And folks, as always, if you are new here, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back. My name is Dalen, also known as Junk Wax Vintage. You can find me here 3 times a day. 8 a.m. in the morning, 3 p.m.-ish in the afternoon. We call it lunch wax. It's always a little bit of a moving target, so I appreciate you bearing with me on that one. And then lastly, always like clockwork, my friends, you will see me back here at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time in the evenings, Tuesday through Friday, and Saturday night also. But we don't go live in the mornings on Saturday. We only do the evening. All right, folks. I got a break sheet made. Allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Let me tape this bad boy up. And then we will refresh junkwaxvintage.com and see where we are at. Miss Linda over here on TikTok says, your face looks perfect to me. No lift needed. Why, thank you, Linda. I appreciate that, my dear. That is very kind of you to say. I will take it. Flattery will get you everywhere. Making my morning over there, Miss Linda. You sweetie. So, by the way, folks, if you did not see yesterday's WWE break, congratulations to Mr. Not Lee Bailey. on the Roman Reigns Tribal Chief autograph, numbered to 25. Congratulations to Jerry and Noah on the Trish Stratus. Good morning, Teddy. Good morning, Bruce. The other Bruce. We have 2 Bruces on the channel now. There you go, folks. How are we doing, Bruce? Not Grandpa Brucey, but the other Bruce. All right, Clay, taking down spot number 20. Thank you, Clay. Eric Fish, top of the morning to you, legend. My national brother, good to see you. Kyle Willard, question over here on Twitch. Dalen, question, just got the pre-grade in my rookie trump card. Didn't turn out the best. I'm keeping for my PC regardless. Would you still get it graded just to have it, or should you keep it in a hard stack? So if it is for your PC, I might just get it graded for protection only. So I would think about maybe FCG grading on that one because you're not worried about resale value at all. So that's an option. But if it was me, I would still do that. I have sleeved up, or excuse me, I have encapsulated a lot of my PC, even if I don't know that it's going to grade really, really well, because it's about protection at that point, my friend. So yes. Clay, top of the morning to you, my man. I do not disagree. Top of the morning to you, Clay. Danielle, you talked to Mary a lot on Purple. Sounds good. I appreciate you being here, Danielle. Thank you. If I may ask, Danielle, how old are you, my friend? There you go. Bruce over here on TikTok says the exact same thing. I would grade the PC so it has protection. Thank you for the vouch. I am happy to do that for you, Kyle Willard. Thank you in advance, my man. And good morning, Eric Fish. How the heck are you, brother? Thank you, Brucey. I appreciate that. You're absolutely right. Great to see you this morning, Clay. Hope we're having a wonderful morning, my Canadian cousin. Brandon Franz, I was waiting for it. I knew that was coming. All right, folks, allow me just a moment here. We got to lock in some break spots. So, Cousin Vinny, taking down 8, 10, and 25. Thank you, Cousin Vinny. V for Cousin Vinny. And the 2 Utes. That's better. Beautiful. Rick Weathers over here on TikTok. Question. What grading company did you say for protection of a PC card? It is called FCG, Forensic Card Grading. They're located right here in South Lake, Texas. And personally, I think their slabs are super sharp. Let me show you, my friend. I got you. Well, good morning, Jason Pueto. I see you, Cousin Vinny. Top of the morning to you, my brother. Eric Fish, you are making my morning, my man. Great to see you. How are you, you handsome son of a gun? And soon-to-be proud papa again. Danielle, 17. Excellent. Good, good, good. Colton, you took number 12. My man, thank you so much. We're going to refresh that shop in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I want to show our buddy an example of an FCG slab. So give me just a second, my friends. So, folks, if you have never seen an FCG slab, it is one of the grading companies that we submit to. And they look like that. That's right, Drewser. They have an almost unbelievable turnaround time. So, believe it or not, folks, we have some... It only happened once, so don't expect it. However, and just to start this, FCG actually has a 10 business day guarantee. So, the day that they check them in to the day that they ship them out will be no longer than 10 business days, which is pretty cool. However, there was one submission that was unbelievable, and we submitted on a Monday, and we got them back on Saturday. Slabbed up. They did it in 5 business days. It was nuts. But that is what FCG slabs look like. That's why they are my favorite, the black gold. I think they're so damn cool. Thank you, Kyle Willard. I think it'll look really nice on that Trump rookie also. So, there you go, folks. I do not get paid to talk about FCG, but I know the owner. His name is Matt. He's a Gem Mint 10 human being, and they do good work over there at FCG. So trust them very, very much. Yep, the subgrades are nice. You're absolutely right, Drewzer. For no extra charge either. So fun fact, my friend, with Beckett, you have to pay extra for the subgrades. And autographs, for that matter. And oh, by the way, folks, just a heads up, like I have talked about since October, you are going to see a very, very slight bump in pricing because all of the grading companies, PSA, Beckett, FCG, SGC, all of them have raised their prices, and I have not. So I got to bump them just a little bit. So just wanted to let you know, do not freak out. Nothing crazy, but I adjusted them slightly. There you go, Brandon Franz, my man. James Berkey, you are absolutely right. You have slabbed up a whole bunch of FCG slabs, you legend. You got a hell of a PC over there. Danielle, no reason, my friend. Just wondering. Glad you're here with us this morning. Excellent. All right. Jeff Behrman, that's right. I know it. I know it. I appreciate you so much, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you for understanding that. I see you, good sir. All right. Kristen Hamamoto taking a spot in this break as well. Spot number 5. Thank you, Kristen. Of course, my friends, if we fill this bad boy, we will bust this bad boy this morning. Threaten me with a good time. Aw, thank you, Kyle Willard. Looking forward to getting that one off for you, my man. Well, good morning, Trushi, you handsome son of a gun. Top of the morning to you, brother. How are you on this fantastic FriYAY? Always good to see you, my fellow content creator. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, my man, and a very happy new year to you and your family. Cheers, bro. All right, my friends, I'm refreshing that shot just to make sure I'm not missing anything. You're absolutely right, Timbo. Right? All righty then. Excellent. Mr. Jackson. My man, taking down 7 and 30. Thank you, Sean. Beautiful. And speaking of Sean, over here on TikTok, he asks, how much and do we not get to pick the team? It is right there, my friend. It is $12 per spot, and no, you do not get to pick the team. It is a random break. It says random teams right there, my man. There you go, buddy. We do have pick your team breaks, just not right this second. But I appreciate you asking, Sean. Thanks, buddy. Rick Weathers, you opened a Tom Brady 2003 score artist proof, 1 out of 32 that you opened in a pack in 2003, so I will send it in for grading. There you go, Rick. Smart man. I like it. Beautiful. Johnny Utah, yes, sir. That is exactly how that goes. Jeffro, all joking aside, you are absolutely right. That is exactly how it works. Goodness gracious, sir. I'm glad you understand. All right. Mr. Jackson, 7 and 30. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Thank you, Sean. There you go, buddy. Got you locked in. Excuse me. Colton, so did you get my confirmation? What? I have not gotten to your order yet, Colton. I'm going through the orders, my friend. I appreciate your patience. Thank you for bearing with me. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that, Jeff Behrman. I do my damnedest. Happy FriYAY, Sergeant Bofadis. Happy FriYAY, Brad Lamping. Mr. WKRP himself, good to see you. Thank you so much, Freddie. I appreciate that, brother. Very kind of you. All right, next, we have Mr. Gwine, Trav and the Travie Bunch, taking down a 2022 Topps Gallery box. Thank you so much, Travis. We will bust into that bad boy in just a moment. Excuse me. Good morning, Josh Watson, our railroad employee brother. Damn good to see you this morning, my dude. One of the oest of the OGs of the family. I love that guy. Thank you. I think they are nice balls. I agree. Because I've got the greatest balls of them all. So, folks, all joking aside, if you are not aware, we have a 10 autographed World Champion Braves ball. We have Jackson Holliday. We have Ken Griffey Jr. We have Nolan Ryan, Julio Rodriguez, and Travis Bazzana, your #1 draft pick up there for 2024. And the 10 autographed Braves ball is up there for Razzie right now. All right, got you locked in there, Travie. Mr. Behrman Sr. taking down 4 and 13 in our break. Thank you, Jeff. There you go, buddy. Thank you, Jeff. And now we are to Colton Delliman. First break magic for Colton. Taking down spot number 12. Thank you, Colton. I appreciate you, buddy. And first break magic is a real thing here. It has happened more times than I can even count. So I sincerely hope we get some first break magic for you, Colton. Got you locked in there, buddy. Rick Weathers, question over here on TikTok. So how do you personally protect them when you send them in for grading? So I use card savers. They're like semi-rigid card holders, and I sleeve every single card in one of those, and then I put it into a box, and I throw a few layers of bubble wrap around it, and then I send them using registered mail. So there is a human that has to sign off on them every step of their journey. And they're heavily insured. That's how I send off every single grading submission. Thank you for asking. All right, so there you go there, folks. Mr. Johnny Utah, you're up next in the shop. Ooh, beautiful. Wonderful way to start our morning, and I was wondering if somebody was going to snag those bad boys. Smart man, Brandon Franz. Allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Mostly sports. Go Mariners, thank you so much. I bleed blue and green. Gotcha, Danielle. Well, you are more than welcome to smack that subscription button if you would like, my friend. Thank you for asking. Folks, if you would allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, I need to snag those boxes down from the wall back there. James Berkey says, I need to talk to you with, behind the scenes about something. Okay, James, you're more than welcome to shoot me a DM, my man. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Mr. Brandon Franz taking down a 2020 and 2018 football boxes. Why, thank you, Johnny Utah. I see you, Josh Watson. You're not wrong, sir. You're not wrong. All right, you legends. Checkmate is the spinning card Nolan Ryan. Yes, it is. It is a Nolan Ryan autograph. Carolina boy, top of the morning to you, my brother. Great to see you. How the heck are you, my dude? And Happy New Year. It is not for sale, Checkmate. Sorry about that, buddy. That is part of my PC, and they'll have to pry that one out of my cold, dead fingers. But I appreciate you asking, my brother. Thank you. I guess I should put cards up there that I want to sell, because I get ridiculously numbers of people that want to buy those cards. So I think I'm missing an opportunity there, if I'm being honest. I am horrible at selling cards. But maybe I need to throw my sales cards up there. Checkmate. You and I both, brother. You and I both, good sir. There's a Nolan Ryan autographed baseball up here also. That guy right there. And they'll have to pry that one out of my cold, dead fingers also. Kirk Noah. Do you do team bag for your graded slabs? Sometimes. Sometimes. Not with PSA. FCG, it's an extra buck. Sometimes I throw them in there. But I actually have team bags that we use here in the studios. So I don't have to pay their prices for them. Ah, there you go, Linda. I gotcha. I think you're right, Jeffro. True story, brother. All right, I think we are current in the shop. And I think we need to get into a couple of boxes for Mr. Brandon Franz. And then Travis Gwine, you're on deck, my brother. Ah, Mr. Noah and Josh Watson, I see you both. Let's get you locked in here real quick, boys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you as always. Mr. Noah, taking down 6 and 27. Thank you, Kirkimus. My favorite former fellow Washingtonian. Six and 27. Thank you, Kirk. And then we have our railroad employee brother, Mr. Watson. My Pennsylvania partner, taking down spots 1 and 2. Mr. Watson is also one of the oldest of the OGs of the family. Love that guy. There you go, my friends. We just started filling that bad boy out this morning, and we are getting close to halfway. Cannot thank you enough, everybody. Eric Fish. Oh, I'm so sorry your computer crashed this morning, my man. Happens to the best of us. We have not ripped anything yet, my man. Just been jaw-jacking, so you have missed nothing important. Clay, yes, it is Topps Gallery, and we have a ton of them up there at junkwaxvintage.com. We got an entire sealed case of blaster boxes. Yeah. All right, all right. Brandon Franz, you are first, my brother, and we are going to go in chronological order, so we will start with 2018, and then we will move on to 2020. So, folks, as always, you are more than welcome to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com and snag something down for yourself. I'm happy and humbled to rip it for you. For the very first time on this fantastic FriYAY morning, you know what we must do. We shalt grippeth, and we shalt rippeth. Let's go. Slicing that plastic for Grandpa Brucey. Let's see if we can't find Johnny Utah. Something juicy. 2020 Prestige with 1 guaranteed autograph or memorabilia card. 2018 Panini Football with 1 memorabilia card on average. Let's go. Well, good morning, Daniel Gates. The not-so-sinister Gates. CDN Collectibles, Krish. Good morning over here, Mr. Bikini's Bottoms, if my memory serves me correctly. Empty box. Man, there's a lot of cards in this box. Pack number 4 to the side because it is tradition. Good luck, Brandonio. Chaz Roy, thank you for smacking that screen like it owes you back child support money. I appreciate you. Top of the morning to you. All right, we start off with Curtis Samuel. Kareem Hunt with my Seahawks co-starring. Charles Clay. Michael Trubisky. Mitchell Trubisky, excuse me. Patty Mahomes on the Champions of Tomorrow. Mr. Wake. Dre Kirkpatrick. Travis Benjamin. And a PSA 10 Kid Reporter. Excellent first pack there for you, Brandonio. Glad to see some Mahomes. J2, good morning, my man. Thank you so much, Ms. Hamamoto. Daniel Gates, I hope you're having a fantastic Friday, my brother. Thank you for joining us over here, CDN Collectibles. Krish! Shout out to Ms. CDN. All right, we have Latavius Murray, Jesse James, Adam Vinatieri, Devonta Freeman, Austin Safarian Jenkins, Landon Collins, and that is a blue parallel, Jason Pierre-Paul, and Mr. Sue for Mary's Rams. There we go. Not too shabby. Moving on. How about Mr. Clay Matthews giving us free admission to the gun show? Michael Bennett for my Seattle Seahawks, but that one goes to the Eagles. Derek Wolfe. Justin Houston. Jamison Crowder. Russell Wilson. On the human highlight reel. How cool is that? There you go, Brandonio. Awesome. David Johnson. George Kittle. And a PSA 10 Kid Reporter. There you go, Jeffro. That's right. Good morning, Travis Kincaid, moderator extraordinaire. Great to see you, buddy. How about Chris Hogan, Old Greg, Olson, Carlos Hyde, LaShawn McCoy, Allen and the Swiss Family Robinson, Jamon Moore, Kenyon Drake, Tyler Boyd, and a PSA 10 Kid Reporter. Moving on. Bruce, thank you so much for the gifts down here, my man. I see you. Woo Card Collects. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How about Dougie Fresh Baldwin for my Seattle Seahawks? Harrison Smith for Minnesota. Artie Burns. Derek Carr. Matt Bryant. Deshaun Jackson on the blue foil parallel. Casey Hayward and Eric Weddle. Last but not least, little housekeeping. There we go. I think we're getting to be about halfway here, my brother. Speaking of my brother, good morning, Krabby Rob. How we doing this morning, Mr. Benoit? I hope you and Adeline are having a wonderful morning. Our favorite single dad gracing us with his presence this morning. Good to see you, my dude. All right, we have Nick Perry, Go Pack Go, Jay Ajayi, Bilal Powell, Tyreek Hill, franchise leaders TB12 Tom Brady. How about a little Morning Woods?
Giggity, giggity.
J.J. Nelson, DeForest Buckner, Bill's cousin, thrice removed, and a PSA 10 Kid Reporter. This box has been sitting on the shelf for about a week and a half, and it has been burning a hole in my proverbial pocket. So I am so stoked that you grabbed this bad boy. Thank you, Brandon. Von Miller, legend. Damon Harrison. Andrew Luck. Golden Tate, excellent. Delaney Walker. Mark Andrews for the Dirty Birdies, rookie. There you go, buddy. Sleeving that up for you, blue foil. Leonard Fournette and Cameron Meredith for the Bears. This is our tertiary pack magic, and I think we might have a relic in here. This one feels a little thick with 2 C's. I was correct. We do indeed have a relic in there. All right, good luck, Brandonio. Alan Hearns, Stephon Gilmore, Graham Gano, old Josh Gordon, Kyle Williams, Royce Freeman for the Horsies. Shout out to the Kunico clan. That's a nice one. Sleeving that one up for you, buddy. Jumbo Rookie Memorabilia. Royce Freeman. Vernon Hargraves. Ryan Tannehill. And a PSA 10 Kid Reporter. You are so welcome, Krabby Rob. It is always nice to see you this morning, my man. I appreciate you making some time for us. My Prince Edward Island partner. Not only amazing muscles come from Prince Edward Island. This is our penultimate base pack magic. For the Legion of Boom, we have Mr. Bobby Wagner for my Seahawks. Sadejo. Eddie Jackson. Khalil, Return of the Mac. Mike White, rookie. Giovanni Bernard. Keenan and Kel Allen. And Joe Flacco for the Dirty Birdies. There you go. Awesome. All right, our last base pack out of our 2018, and we have 2020 coming next. How about Antonio Brown for James Berkey Steelers? Randall on the Cobb, Tevin Coleman, Leonard Williams, TJ Green, Josh Norman on the Pillars of Excellence for Morgie's Redskins. Tavon Austin for the Rams. Sam Bradford for Minnesota. And a PSA 10 Kid Reporter. I know, Brandon, right? That's what I'm thinking too. Get out of my head. All right, we have pack number 4. Last pack magic out of your 2018 blaster box, my brother. Here we go. Well, good morning, Mr. Chavez. How we doing, my man? Hope we're having a fantastic FriYAY morning. All right, we have Jonathan Stewart, Terrence Williams, Ezekiel Ansah, Derrick Henry, also known as Tank in Bo Jackson's Battle Arena. Dion Lewis on the blue parallel. Miles Jack and Drew Brees from right here in Austin, Texas. That's fun. With Jadeveon Clowney, last but not least. Absolutely beautiful box of 2018 football, if I do say so myself. It's really fun hearing some of those names we have not heard in a while. If you all would do me a solid, though, I'm going to sleeve up some of these for him. Thank you for bearing with me while I do so. Your Dion Lewis. Your Mark Andrews. The TB12 Tom Brady. And that Mark Andrews is like a canvas. Parallel, by the way. That is a rookie Mark Andrews, and I don't know if you can see the texture on that. That's pretty cool. Different texture than the rest of the cards. For sure. Sleeving up the Deshaun Jackson. Your Russell Wilson on the human highlight reel. And we're not talking about Justin Gaethje. Landon Collins for the Giants. And last but not least, that Patty Mahomes. There you go, Brandonio. Oh, you and I both, buddy. All right. Let's get into 2020 with one guaranteed autograph or memorabilia card. Best of luck to you, Brandonio. As always, my brother, I cannot thank you enough for utilizing JunkWaxVintage.com and helping to keep this channel and this family on the rails. Thank you, Brandon. Good morning, Chef James. How are we doing this morning, my man? Empty box. Pack number 4 to the side. Let's do it. Mr. Behrman, beating that screen like it owes him back child support money over here on TikTok. Thank you so much, you legend. I see you, good sir. All right, we have Christian, Captain, Kirk, Noah, Raheem, Colonel, Mustard. Brandon Franz says if Henry Ruggs shows up, he gets the Wander treatment. My pleasure. Thank you. Clayton Gathers. James Berkey Washington for the Steelers. Dalvin Cook. Montez Sweat. A. Ron Jones on the highlight reel for the Packers. Thank you for smacking that follow button, user 159-626-549-4366. I appreciate you. AJ Epinesa. And a PSA 10 Kid Reporter. Pack number 2. Starting off with the Bills. Shout out to Miss Melody. Ed Oliver. Preston Williams. OBJ. Romeo Aquara. Russell Wilson. For my Seattle Seahawks. Beautiful. DJ Moore. A wicka wicka. Youth Movement. Devin Bush. Can you imagine if Wander was on that card? And Brian Edwards. Last but not least, rookie for the Raiders. I'm going to sleeve that one up just because it's purty. All right, moving on. Oh, yeah. Macho Danny Savage. Good to see you, Mr. Maloney. Top of the morning to you, brother. All right, back to it. Julio Jones. Ooh, I think I see a relic back here. Nwosu. Dak Prescott for dem boys. Elementary, my dear Deshaun Watson. Shout out to Joshy. John Johnson III. Fran Tarkenton. What? How amazing is that? On the Gridiron Heritage. Hell yeah. I am sleeving that one up for you, buddy. Shout out to my Minnesotans. That is so cool. You know, I heard this year that there's a lot of rumbling about people being upset in Panini Prism football that they put a bunch of legends in there instead of just the rookies. I am exactly on the opposite of that camp. I love the legends being in there. We pulled a magnificent Barry Sanders autograph out of our only box of Prism football. It was amazing. All right, we got Shaquille Barrett, powerhouse. Chase Claypool, rookie. Last but not least, shout out to Clay and his Fightin' Irish. Sleeving up the Chase Claypool rookie. Moving on. Damn right, Jeffro, you and I both, brother. All right, we got Jimmy G, Tyrann Mathieu, Cole Beasley, Hunter Renfrow, the football variety. Kirk Kissing Cousins, Nate Orchard, Worldwide, Jared Goff, Mr. Worldwide, Pitbull style on the London Games. How cool. Tua Tagovailoa, rookie. Sleeving that one up for you, Brandonio. Beautiful. And a PSA 10 Kid Reporter. Tua, before he fell over. Poor guy. The guy's been knocked around too much, in my humble opinion. Moving on. That's absolutely right, Clay. Congratulations on that one, buddy. My Longhorns had a big one yesterday, too. All right, how about Josh Rosen? Baker Mayfield. Takarist McKinley. TJ Hawkinson. Tyler Pop, Drop, and Lockett. Jordan Scarlett. Devontae Parker for the Dolphins. And that is an extra points, blue foil. And Josh Kelly for the Chargers, rookie. Sleeving up your Devontae Parker, blue parallel on the extra points. All right, Brandon, we are down to your penultimate base pack magic, my brother. Good luck. I know, Clay. I know it. We shall see. Time will tell. All right, we have Tyler Boyd, Amari Cooper, Philip Lindsay, Will Fuller, Josh Jacobs. Shout out to Uncle Smitty. Yay. Saquon Gnarls Barkley. Lambjack for the Dirty Birdies on the inside the numbers. Willie Gay, rookie. And a PSA 10 Kid Reporter. Last base pack magic for Brandon Franz before we bust into that pack number 4. Here we go. How about Mr. Carson Wentz? He goes back from whence he came. Byron Murphy, Fred Warner, Terry McLovin for Morgie's Commanders. Got some Duke, Derek Carr, Mr. Worldwide David Montgomery for the Bears. And Denzel Mims, that Ninja Denzel. Sleeving that one up for you, just in case. Better to be safe than sorry. All right, last pack magic for you, Brandon.
One down, one to go.
Good luck. And Travis Gwine, you're on deck, my man. I appreciate your patience, Travi. Thank you, good sir. As always, my dear friends, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you all being here with me on this fantastic FriYAY morning. Please give yourselves a pat on the back for starting the morning the right way, because I have said it before, my friends, and I will say it again. I do not apologize for the redundancy. I truly believe that it is absolutely impossible to go out there and have anything less than a stellar day when you started it right here in the junkyard. I believe you are right, Krabby Rob. I'd have to double check on that one, though. All right, we got Myles Garrett. Back-to-back Miles with Miles Sanders. Larry Fitzgerald. Chris Conley. Dwayne Haskins. Kenny Galladay. Kevin Byard on the extra points foil. And last but not least, we have Isaiah Jordan Simmons for the Cardinals. Thank you, Travi. I appreciate your patience, my brother. I am sleeving that one up for you, JIC. And we're going to sleeve up that 2020 extra points Byard. Remember the Titans. Brandon, Johnny Utah, my brother from another mother. Thank you as always, my dear friend. And I'm so stoked that I could rip into those for you this morning. Making my morning over here, you legend. Oh, and by the way, folks, did I tell you that our buddy Brandon Franz is now over 1,000 followers over here on TikTok? So Sunday, 2 days from today, myself and Brandon Franz will be live on TikTok here at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And for the very first time, folks, you're going to get to see his handsome mug. And I could not be more excited about it. You are so welcome, Brandon. All thanks go to you, my brother. Would not do this, or would not be able to do this without you. I'm going to put your brand new Tua rookie into a 35-point junk wax vintage top loader. There you go, buddy. Beautiful. And I'm going to put all of these into your pile, my man. Daniel Gates. TikTok only, my friend. TikTok only on that one for now. We need a brand new spicy water. Humongous shout out to Mr. Brandon Franz, a.k.a. Johnny Utah. For without him, I would have had to just make that long trip to the kitchen. Cheers, my brother. That first sip. I'm telling you. Every morning. All right, my friends, 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I'll be right back. All right, all right. Better. There you go, Jeffro. Beautiful. All right, my dear friends. Thank you again for your patience, Travis Gwine. I'm going to refresh that shop real quick just to make sure we're not missing anything. Good morning to all of you over here on TikTok. Oh, hell yeah. We do have some new stuff up there, you legends. Let's get through this box and then we'll refresh some break spots. All right, best of luck to you, Travi. You already know, my brother, I am partial to anything 2022, but especially gallery. I love it so damn much. Let's see if we can't find you one of those super short print art cards. Maybe a printer proof or 2. Good luck, Travi. Looking for some Julio, or some Bobby Witt Jr., or some O'Neal Cruz, or some Stephen Kwan. There's a lot of rookies in 2022. Pack number 4 to the side. Here we go. And folks, like I just said, we will refresh that website here in just a couple of minutes. So thank you in advance for going over there and snagging something. I see you, Timbo, Kirk Noah, Josh Watson. Thank you, gentlemen. Looks like Timbo took down a spot in our UFC break also. Cannot thank you enough, Timbo. Thank you. Good morning, Brian Smith. How we doing this morning, my man? That's right, Linda. All right, Bryson Stott for the Fighting Phillies. Austin Riley, Joey Bart, the Iron Man, Cal Ripken, Jr., Seiya Suzuki rookie, Beardy Blackman, shout out to Jonesy, and Mr. Smith. Speaking of the printer proofs, how about Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, Robert, Johnny Bench, last but not least. How about Mr. Lau for the Tampa Bay Rays? Julio Urias. Travie, if we need to make him fly, my brother, you let me know. Well, good morning, Mr. Notley Bailey. Top of the morning to you, my man. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. That is very cathartic. I hope his trays, seat backs, and seat tables are in their full and locked upright positions. Thank you, Travie. How about Jake, I love a burger on the rainbow, Winker on the printer proof, and Trevor always telling us a story for the Boston Red Sox. Chris Notley Bailey, my brother from another mother, how are you this morning, big guy? Shout out to you and CJ. Oh, you know it, Jared. Thank you, Brandon. Jose, can you see? Julio! Travis, you lucky, lucky ducky. Peanut butter and jealous, my dude. Sleeving that one up for you immediately. Junk wax nasty. Beautiful. Oh, that is so sick, Travis. If you would like to pre-grade that, my brother, I do not blame you one bit. Beautiful Julio Rainbow. How about Bryce Harper? Shout out to Uncle Jerry. He would say Bryce Harper on the printer proof. Orale Vato. And Seth Beer. We had a burger and a beer. We have your balanced breakfast in one box. Colton, welcome back, my dude. Oh, thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. Chris, I appreciate the positivity. Good at work getting ready for the snow and ice storm you're about to get. Well, I hope it goes quickly, my friend. Yikes. And I hope it doesn't touch us here in South Texas. All right. Second to last pack magic. Francisco of the Lindor. Modern artist Bregman. What's up, Mookie? What's up? And Alex Kirilloff from Minnesota. All right, second to last pack for you, Travie. And my friends, I see you over there beating the hell out of that screen like it owes you back child support money. Thank you. We are almost to 4,000 likes this morning. Macho Danny Savage, you legend. Thank you so much for the tiny dinies. What's up, Big Perm? Big Worm. Good to see you, Josh. Hope you're having a wonderful new year thus far. All right, we have our favorite Pokemon, TJ Friedel. Jose, Lou Gehrig on the printer proof, legendary. Mad Dog Maddox. And folks, shameless plug. There's a Mad Dog Maddox autograph on that ball right there. And somebody's going to walk away with that bad boy for possibly $10. And back-to-back Braves with Mr. Anderson. Awesome. Over here on TikTok, good morning from Woodstock, Ontario. Nice to see you. You like that, Grandpa Brucey? All right, Joshy, this is your last pack magic, my brother. And then we are refreshing junkwaxvintage.com. Here we go. Where in the world is Wander Minor Franco? Thank you, Travie. Marcus Semien. Ricky Henderson. Rest in peace to the legend. Ricky gone. And the burger so nice, you got him twice. Mateus, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the crew, buddy. We are glad to have you. Travie, I know this one is going for a flight. Thank you in advance, my man. Holy hell! That went out into the living room. Awesome. DJ Wild, welcome back. Nice to see you. And good morning from the home of Little League Baseball, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Nice to have you, DJ Wild. I appreciate you. Good morning, my friend. Travis says Julio has a home right. Bro, you do not have to do that. That is unbelievably kind of you, Travis Gwine. Buddy, you are hitting me in the feels over here, dude. That is an absolutely beautiful card, Travis, and if you want to keep that, you are 1,000% welcome to do so, my brother. I hope so too, Brandon. I agree. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Jared. JD Fishing, welcome back, you legend. Linda says, yes, we do, good sir. Aww. Oh, that is very kind of you. You got a ton of them? Good. Well, that one I do not have, Travis, believe it or not. I have several versions, but I do not have that one. So that one will go into my PC and be there forever. We might even get that one slapped up. So I cannot thank you enough for that tip. Travis Gwine, I will take it. Just to see how it feels.
Giggity, giggity.
All right, so we'll let Julio hang out for the rest of the show. Right up there. Outstanding. And I cannot thank you enough, Travis. That is seriously kind of you, buddy. Oh, hell yeah, you know it, Josh Worm. Thank you, Kyle Willard. A giggity. My friends, allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I'm going to put these up there in Travis Gwine's pile, and I will be right back. All right, all right. Let's refresh that shop, my friends. So, folks, just a heads up, there will be 3 shows today. I will be back here between 2 and 3 p.m. this afternoon for some lunch wax on this fantastic FriYAY. I hope to see each and every one of you for that. Looking forward to it. And then we will be back here tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for a fantastic FriYAY Night Lights. And I hope to see you all here for that one. También. All right, folks, we do have some new orders up there in the shop, starting with Chito Vera, mi hermano, the California Kid, taking 2 spots in our UFC. That would be K and A. Thank you so much, Chito. Getting us a little closer. Muchísimas gracias, hermano. Hey, thank you so much, Miss Linda. I appreciate you. And we will see you back here this afternoon or this evening. Have a magnificent remainder of your FriYAY. Much love to ya. Tu sabes, Chito. All right, beautiful. Next is Timbo T. Wood, 1/2 of the Towers of Power. My favorite mass hole. Taking, letter M in the UFC. For Tim Bro. And then we also have spots number 16 and 17 in our 4th Topps Fire Hobby Box. Thank you, Tim. Getting us a little closer there, my brother. Thank you. Brandon Franz, question over here on Twitch. Just curious, what is the best letter group in the UFC based just on everyone's personal choice? That is a damn good question. Damn good question. Chris Notley Bailey over here on TikTok says, did you say you have more 3 counts coming? Yes, we do. Mm-hmm. I'm actually looking to get a case. Mm-hmm. Thank you again, Timbo T. Wood. Next, we have Kirkamus. Taken down 6 and 27, and I already got that one locked in, so that means we are current in the shop. Beautiful. Folks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We are over halfway. And this break's only been up for a little bit. Magnificent. Thank you, my dear friends. All right, folks. I believe we are current in the shop. So, do we have, by chance, Drew Reimer here with us this morning? Rob Richardson, CJ Smiles, Jack Chappell, or Dan White Jonesy? Any of you that I just called, is anybody here? There's Drewzer. Beautiful. Hey, Drewzer. I owe you one, buddy. So, Drewzer, I need you to do me a solid and choose a number between 1 and 50, I think. I got to be honest, I haven't recounted these cards lately. So I think there's 50 in here. So 1 through 50, please, Drewzer. That's right, Cheeto. Mm-hmm. All right, number 7 for Drewzer. Thank you, good sir. I see you. That does not go unnoticed. All right, we have number 1, Grandmama Johnson. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And your card is Bo Jackson, 1990 score. Shout out to Bo. Going in your pile, Drewzer. Thank you so much, you legend. Mucho aprecio. You are so welcome, buddy. Thank you for bearing with me on that one. That was from our level 15 hype train on Christmas morning. You ended up winning that one, Drewzer. Ah, Chito, tu sabes way. I would love to see another Umar Nurmagomedov. We actually found one for Josh Williams. That lucky ducky. Yes, you have, Brandon Franz. All right, allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, folks. I'm going to put this in Drewzer's pile. Do we have Rob Richardson, CJ Smiles, or Jonesy here with us this morning? Or Aaron Woodruff, for that matter. There you go, Drewzer. Clay, over here on TikTok, says, I do a pull box for soccer cards with the kids. So much fun. I love it, buddy. And thank you for sharing out my live, Clay. As I have said before, and I will say it again, my favorite and most impactful compliment over on TikTok is when you folks share out my live. Thank you so much. That is very cool of you. All right, I think that we are current up there in that shop. Mainly Breaks, welcome back, my dude. Nice to see you as always. Good to be seen. Ooh, Mr. Willard. Really? Taking down a Topps Archives blaster box. Thank you so much, Kyle. One of our magnificent, spectacular St. Lunatics. Good to see you this morning, my friends. Hey-yo. Allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail here, folks. You know that I am a sucker for any time they use those old school designs with modern players, and especially in 2022. So you're looking for Julio Rodriguez. There you go, good buddy. As always, thank you so much for snagging that down from junkwaxvintage.com. Little housekeeping. Let's go. As always, my dear friends, the floor is open. If you would like to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com like our buddy Kyle just did, I would love you to do so. But as always, my friends, in that same sentence, I never want anybody to feel less than. There is never any pressure to purchase anything here. You are more than welcome to just come as you are and hang out. So thank you for those of you that are just in here a-lurking. Mr. Menard sharing out my live, my brother. Thank you for listening. Travis Gwine says, for the first time in JWV, I'm sending a card in to be great. I assume that is autocorrect and that is graded. Well, I am looking forward to that, Travis. Beautiful, brother. All right, Kyle Willard. Good luck. 2022 Archives Baseball. Big bucks, no wanders. Mr. Willard, before we even bust into this box, how are we feeling about flying wanders? If we find any wanders, are they flying? Casper. Good morning, you legend. How you doing? Is that Caleb or Billy over there, if I may ask? Thank you so much, Kyle Willard. Beautiful. You know it, Brandon Franz. I appreciate you getting that reference. Oh, that must be a different Casper. Amazing. So Casper, if you know what? I'll show you. I'll give you a little tutorial. How about that? So folks, if you go to my TikTok profile, just like that, you will see there's a Twitch address, and below the Twitch address, there is a link tree. You can taparoo that little bad boy. It's going to bring you up a menu. You tap the top option, follow the link tree. It'll bring you to a beautiful page like this. So folks, there's two things on this page that concern you the most, okay? The first one is the Junk Wax Vintage website. It is the second button right there for you, Casper. So if you tap that one, it'll take you to our website. We will do that in just a moment. However, folks, I will ask you a huge favor. Could you do me a solid? Every single one of these white icons up here is a platform that you can follow us on. So if you have not, if you could take a moment and utilize those icons and follow us on all those platforms, it would be immensely helpful. Something that you can do from your side that is completely free, but makes a huge impact on my behalf. So thank you in advance. Let's go check out the website, shall we? So, you navigate the website by using your top right corner. Good morning, Dennis. Good to see you, brother. Everything from there is pretty self-explanatory, pretty straightforward. So you have breaks and products. That's where you're going to find your break spots and rip and ships. Card grading, shipping. We have a blog down there you're more than welcome to read also. And you can create an account at junkwaxvintage.com for free. So I highly suggest that you do so. Damn right, Brian. All right, folks, so there you go. If you go to our breaks, it has all the breaks up there. Tells you how many spots are left. We are 69 spots left on that 10 autograph baseball. Ridiculously excited to see who wins that one. So does that make sense, Casper? Does that answer your question, my man? And then, of course, folks, if we go back to products for rips, we pride ourselves in having the most expansive inventory that you are going to see on TikTok or Twitch. Test me. Hey, you are so welcome, Casper. Thank you, bud. So, my friends, because there are so many items up there in the shop, I would highly suggest that you utilize the filter button. See that filter button right there? You can actually filter by price. You can actually filter by sport. So that is the pro move, is to use that filter button. Believe it or not, Mrs. Junkwax did that filter button, and that took a while. Seems like something that would be pretty simple, but it is not. So shout out to Mrs. Junkwax on that one. She put a lot of work out in that filter button. All right, thank you for your patience, Mr. Willard. Let's go. And thank you again, Casper. Excited to see you in the shop there, buddy. All right, first pack magic for Mr. Willard. Good luck to my fellow Texan. All right, we have Ryan Velade. Shout out to Mr. Smith and Jonesy. Austin Riley. Looking like he just smelled somebody farted. Strasburg. Donnie Baseball. Shout out to our young Noah. Don Mattingly. Vladdy's daddy for the Expos. Return to the Mac. Before he got all juicy. He only looks semi-juicy in that photo. Larry Doby. Thurman Munson. And Nathaniel Lau for our Texas Rangers. Nice first pack there for you, Kyle. Moving on. As always, my dear friends, top of the morning to each and every one of you. Thank you for being here with me this morning. How about Corey Seager, a.k.a. The Cowboy from Bo Jackson's Battle Arena? Big Poppy, David Ortiz. Tris Speaker, that is your record holder in doubles. Joe Musgrove, somebody check this man's ear for foreign substances. And man, does he have some real estate to examine. Hall of Fame legend Scott Rowland. Mackenzie Gore on the Major League debut from 2022. Brandon Belt and Ernie Banks on the throwback 87. Gotta love some wood grain. Thank you, Drewzer. Shout out to Jerry Seinfeld, Keith Hernandez, Reggie Jackson, Mr. October, Uncle Larry, Vladdy, Marcus Stroman, Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago, the old bull Justin Verlander, Nolan Arenado for your Cardinals. There you go, buddy, on the big baseball throwback. MJ Melendez, rookie, and Zach Short, who we found an autograph last night in our half case break for the Tigers. Drewzer, how many spots left on the baseball? That would be 69.
Giggity, giggity.
Oh, you know it, Mr. Smith. He was the second gunman on the grassy knoll. All right, let's go. I know you are, Drewzer. I see you coming. A Breaks, top of the morning to you, my brother. How are you on this fantastic FriYAY? Great to see you as always. Rafael Devers, shout out to Chief Casulo. The man, the myth, the Miggy. Hank A. Aaron. Oh, buddy. Pudge Rodriguez. Wow. Kyle Tucker. Gold. To 199. 007. I love gold. The taste of it, the smell of it, the texture. We love gold so much we lost our genitals in an unfortunate schmelting accident. Yes. I'm from Holland. Isn't that weird? Javi Baez for Travis's Tigers on the postcard. Newest Seattle Mariner, Randy Arozarena. And my friends, my family, you know what I need in the chat, please. And Mariano Rivera, the third best pitcher in history, in my humble opinion. Just my 2 cents, which is sometimes worth a wooden nickel. You know it, Cousin Benny. Thank you so much, Daniel Gates. I appreciate that, brother. You know what I was looking for. All right, this is your penultimate base pack magic. Kyle Willard. Good morning, James McCrow. Bong and a blintz. Pipe and a crepe. Flapjack and a cigarette. Cigar and a waffle. Then there is no pleasing you. Justin Beeman, top of the morning to you, my man. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I have said it before and I will say it again, and I do not apologize for the redundancy. I truly believe that it is absolutely impossible to go out there and have anything less than a stellar day when you start it right here with yours truly. Today will be no different. Thank you, James McCrow. Damn good to see one of our favorite Canadians. All right, we have Mr. Donaldson for the pinstripes. Grisham. Jackie Robinson. Gabriel Arias. Shout out to Tim Hudson. The man, the myth, the possible future Hall of Famer, Ichiro Suzuki. Tyler Gilbert. Can I get a yay yay? How about a no no? I'll see myself out. Justin Rasmussen. My brother from another mother smacking that resub button for 10 freaking months. Cannot thank you enough, Justin Rasmussen, you handsome son of a gun. Top of the morning to you, brother, and Happy New Year. Mr. Billy Williams for the Cubbies, and Whitey Ford singing the blues. Shout out to Everlast. I hear you, Linda. All right, my dear friends. This is our last base pack magic for Kyle Willard. Thank you as always, Kyle. Here we go. Linda, it is snowing there. Ew. No, thank you. All right, we have the Hawk, Mr. Andre Dawson. Nick Allen, our Puyallup partner. Shout out to Nick. Francisco, also known as Grin in Bo Jackson's Battle Arena. And you can see why. Walker Bueller. Jose Ramirez. A little BDLC, Brian De La Cruz. No relation to Ellie De La Cruz. Nolan Arenado for your Cardinals. There you go, Kyle. Alec Boom and Matty Chapman for Toronto.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic for you, Mr. Willard. I see you, Uncle Smitty. Yay, yay. Can I get a no? All right, here we go. We got to fix some TikTok. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. That's better. All right, for our Toronto Blue Jays. Back-to-back Blue Jays with George Springer. Cal Ripken Jr., the legend, the Iron Man. Joey Gallo for the Pinstripes. J.P. Crawford for our Seattle Mariners. Beautiful! As our one-up, there we go. Justin Rasmussen smacking that resub button. And folks, you now see my AI notification over there. I love it. There you go, my friends. Beautiful. You know it. So that is my AI alerts that I just set up this morning. So we still got a little more work to do on those, but that's pretty cool. Thank you, Mr. Rasmussen, for smacking that button. I appreciate you, buddy. That is the very first time we've seen our AI assistant. Beautiful. And speaking of beautiful, as we pull a Shohei Ohtani-san, as Noah would say, Shohei Ohtani, woo! Shout out to Noah. Always happy to see some Ohtani-san in the morning with your gold Kyle Tucker. Nice box, buddy. Gotta love pack number 4. Oh, that is your first Shohei? No way, buddy. Well, I am humbled that I could find it for you. Oh, I agree, Brandon. I don't know, but I agree. I see you, Chito. My man. All right, we got some Greg for the Cubbies, Akil Badu for the Tigers, and last but not least, finishing off with the Polar Bear for the Mets. Petey and the Mets. Petey and the Mets. Heck of a box there for you, Mr. Willard. Thank you, Kyle, for snagging that down from junkwaxvintage.com, and let me rip it for you. I am putting all of those beautiful cards into your pile. Allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I'll be right back. You are so, so welcome, Kyle. All thanks go to you, my friend, because I would not be able to do this without you. Thank you. That is right next to your blue Schmeckel, Julio Rodriguez from Topps Heritage. You lucky ducky. All right, my dear friends. Oh my Lanta. It happens so often, folks. I am not exaggerating in any way, shape, or form. It feels like I've been sitting here for about 30 minutes, maybe 40. And we have been here for an hour and 40. Thank you as always, my friends, for helping this morning to fly by. Travis Gwine, I see the grading over there, my friend. Excellent. We will pull that card right after. Oh, by the way, folks, just to let you know, a lot of you received grading emails last night. I just want to give you a heads up to be transparent with you. So typically in the past, I would pre-grade those cards, and then I was the one specifically that would send those emails out to you. I just want you to know the emails that come from grading on this round are coming from Mrs. Junkwax. Okay? We have gotten so busy with grading that I am extremely grateful, but Mrs. Junkwax is going to start helping out with the grading messages after I get done with the actual grading of the cards. So, if there is any weirdness, for example, if you and I have made a deal on a card and you get an email from Mrs. Junkwax that doesn't know about that, that would be why. So, just give her a little bit of grace, okay? Because some of you have given me messages, but she might not know. So I appreciate you bearing with me on those. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, Brandon Franz, I am chomping at the bit, my brother. Thank you in advance. Kyle Willard, he says over here on Twitch, so I have been at work for an hour and 40 minutes, have done nothing. My man. Well, thank you for being here with us this morning, Kyle. You have done something. You have started the morning the right way, you legend. I hope so, Travis Gwine. That would be magnificent, my brother. Looking forward to it. You and I both, Miss Linda. All right, I believe we are current in that shop, ladies and gentlemen. So you know what that means. We need to bust into some Juicy. Juicy! Oh, just kidding. Mrs. Melody just hit the shop. Good morning, Ms. Primel. Speaking of grading, getting those grading payments in. Thank you so much, Miss Melly. Excited to get those sent off for you. Your Keyshawn Johnson, the Luca, and your Ben Brown Mojo Refractor. Nice. And also taking spot number 28 in our Topps Fire. Thank you so much, Miss Melody. So keep in mind, folks, when you receive emails from junkwaxvintage@gmail.com, it could be myself or Mrs. Junkwax. So we both use that email address. Thank you for getting us a little bit closer, my dear. Excellent to see you, Miss Melody. How are you this morning, my friend? Hope you're having a fantastic FriYAY on this third day of the new year. So, folks, that takes us down to 13 spots left, I believe. We might be busting in this during lunch wax. Threat me with a good time. All right, I got you locked in there, Miss Melody, and we will make sure those cards can be sent off for grading. So, I will always be transparent with you folks about grading, okay? Let me show you something. So, PSA, like I said, this order right here, this order was sent off at the end of September. And it was just checked in on New Year's Day. So when I look at my page here, folks, it will say, like, it has the order, but you can't see any pictures of the card until they actually check the order in. And it took them almost 2 months to even check that order in. These are the orders that came after it in November. But I got to be honest with you, I did not feel comfortable sending another grading submission while we still had 3 that haven't even been checked in yet. So that is why I kind of held up the brakes just a little bit on the next grading submission. But now that they are checked in, I can send off the next one. So I just wanted to be transparent with you on that one, folks. That's what's going on with grading. Mrs. Junkwax has helped out big time in the grading department also. So we actually have out in the living room a whole brand new organizational system for all of our grading. We have a separate spot for every grading house. We have a separate spot for pre-graded cards. We have a separate labeled spot for cards that have been pre-graded, but we haven't gotten any feedback on them yet. So we don't know if they're going to be graded or not. And a lot of you will notice in that brand new grading email that Mrs. Junkwax sent out, we have a new paragraph in there. Basically, it states that if you do not reach out to us within 5 business days and tell us what you want to do with the card that you have had pre-graded, we're just automatically going to put it back in your pile. That's right, Timbo T. Wood. Looking forward to that one, my dude. You want to see it? You want to see it? I know you do. It's been a minute. So this is what is in that order. This is for Timbo, his Yoshinobu Yamamoto finest autograph that we pulled for him here in the junkyard. Excited for that one, Timbo. So these are all going to be dual graded, by the way. So that is a Quinn Ewers Flawless. That is a Topps Finest Jung Hoi Lee for Rob Richardson. That is a Joe Montana Pink Crystal Auto. I think that is for Chris Notley Bailey. That one is for yours truly. That is a Cal Ripken autograph. That one is for yours truly. That is a Dreykus Duplessis autograph. And then Melody. I think that is your Gene Tenace in there. And then Glenn Lucio has the other Arch Manning Flawless. And then Leaf Metal Ethan Holiday. I think that one's Rob Richardson's, but I would have to go back and double check. Well, buenos dias, Arturo, Señor Cotto, mi hermano. El Guapo. Good to see you, my dude. So, yep, that's what's going in that one. Beautiful. Estimated completion is January 6th on that one, 3 days from today. I don't see that actually happening. So I will imagine that we'll probably be getting that one back by the end of the month. The next grading submission after that, that's in there right now, the estimated completion date is March the 6th. Just to let you know. I know it, Timbo. I know it, brother. Corey, Show 8, good morning. Thank you for smacking the follow button and welcome to the crew, buddy. Glad to have you. So that's the story on grading there, folks. What we're going to do is we will allow a couple of days for the grading orders to come in of all the pre-grading that we just did, because we did over 100 cards in that last pre-grading order. And folks, while I'm on that subject, I want to give you another sincere, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, because grading has taken off. It has been so damn cool. So thank you all very, very much. That has gone from something that used to kind of be a side note that I would spend maybe like 15 minutes a week doing, to now, that is almost my full-time gig. Like, I am either here with you doing this, or I am pre-grading. That's pretty much what I do. And thank baby Jesus we have Mrs. Junkwax to help out with that. So thank you in advance, my friends, for your trust. Thank you for letting me examine your cards. I absolutely love doing it. And my coolest part of that is when I give you that feedback, we send the card off to be graded, and it comes back a 10. Hits me in the feels every single time. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Linda, 4 days after your birthday, there you go. Your 36th birthday, I assume, Miss Linda. ACI Hitty, good morning. And boo to you. What's up, dude? I appreciate the positivity. Top of the morning to you, ACI Hitty. All right, my friends, I do believe we are current in that shop, and I think we have about 10 minutes left in this magnificent FriYAY morning show. So, folks, I am going to go ahead and call that last call. If you would like to rip something down from junkwaxvintage.com, now would be the time to do so. Otherwise, we will wait for Junk Wax in the Lunch Wax this afternoon. Because my stomach is starting to bark at me a little bit. So you already know, my dear friends, it's time to go mow on some delicious Red's breakfast burritos. I'm going to eat them until they pay me for it. Timbo T. Wood. Yep, I believe that is still in your pile of pre-graded cards, my brother. Yes, sir. All right, my dear friends, last call has been called. Arturo, you're going to send me some cards for grading soon. Looking forward to it, my man. Gracias en advancia. So, folks, we got to end this show the right way. Some of that juicy junk wax. How about 1991 Leaf Baseball? Linda, March 2nd, and you are the big 59, not ashamed of your age, as you should not be, my dear. You're on level 59. You're above a lot of us. I'm only on level 42. That's the way we look at age here in the family. Much love right back to you, Timbo. Hey, if you're going to help out the wifey, my man, we will see you back here for some lunch wax this afternoon. Much love to you, Timbo. Give my love to the family, buddy. All right, here we go. How about Mr. DeLucia for my Seattle Mariners? Love you, brother. Thank you again, Timbo. Carl Shiny Nichols. Rex Hudler. Ryan Sandberg. Beautiful. We found a nice Sandberg last night. Travis Gwine over here on TikTok says, I have 2 TB12 that I'm going to send for grading. Looking forward to it, Travi. Thank you in advance, my man. Boston. Norman. Steve Cersei. Lannister. Jose Canseco. Stroking some lumber. My PC. Since I was about 7 years old. Donnie Hill. Mark Guthrie from Minnesota with Mr. Harper co-starring. Jose Table for my hermanos. A. Daniel Gates, I appreciate the positivity, you legend. Thank you so much for starting the morning with us here, my friend. I know you're a busy fella, so I am especially grateful to see you this morning, Daniel Gates, our not-so-sinister Gates. Stormy Davis. How about The Gigantes Most Wanted, Terry Kennedy. Joel Skinner, Whiff and the Bunt. Old Leary, Tim Leary. And Harmon Killebrew, last but not least. Awesome little pack of Leaf, if I do say so myself. Brian Smith. Oh, there you go, brother. Nice. I actually posted that, photos of those cards in the Junk Wax Vintage Family chat of those Barry Bonds autographs that are coming next year. So, folks, a lot of you remember in 2024, Topps, a lot of the insert cards were throwbacks to 1989, like the 35th anniversary refractors. In next year's product, in 2025, they're going to do the same thing, but the cards that they're going to throw back to are the 1990 Topps set. And we have already seen a couple of beautiful Barry Bonds autographs. So we will have Barry Bonds back next year, or this year, I should say. Stoked for that one. Linda, you have 2 boys and 3 grandsons. Excellent. And your third is in the oven, still due in May. Congratulations, Miss Linda. That is magnificent. You clearly bring good people into the world, and I cannot thank you enough for that, my dear. We need more of that. We need as much of that as we can get. Unfortunately, hurts my heart, but there is a lot of very, very busy parents out there. Either or, they're really, really busy, or they care more about themselves than anybody else. And when that happens, my friends, it is not a good result. So thank you, Linda, for being a good mom, because that is something that goes taken for granted sometimes. Not here, though. I was raised by a single mama myself, so I have a lot of respect for that. I have no doubt you will, Miss Linda. No doubt. Excellent. Thank you, Miss Melody. I will check that right after the show, my dear. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So keep in mind, Melody, I don't know if you were here for that conversation, but you will be speaking to Mrs. Junkwax when it comes to email messages on the grading. This last round, this is the very first round that Mrs. Junkwax has taken over communications. So it will still come from junkwaxvintage@gmail.com, but chances are you will be actually speaking to Mrs. Junkwax. But I will check that right after the show myself, Melody, so we'll handle that. I know you do, and I cannot thank you enough for that, my friend. Always puts a smile on my face whenever we see your emails. Good morning, Hooked Breaks Brandon. Top of the morning to you, you legend. Happy New Year, buddy. All right, my friends, I'm going to refresh that shop for the last time on this fantastic Friday morning. And we good. Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen. As always, I cannot thank you enough for another fantastic Friday morning here in the front yard. I have said it before, and I will say it again, my dear friends. It is absolutely impossible to go out there and have anything less than a stellar day when you start it right here with this ugly mug. I am already ridiculously excited to be right back here with you in just a few hours. I'm going to aim more for 2 than 3. We'll see how that goes today. I do have a lot of stuff to get done in the meantimes, so I appreciate you bearing with me. But I'm looking forward to seeing you during Lunch Wax this afternoon. Folks, just a heads up, if you do not have your notification bell selected, so you get a notification every time I go live, I would highly suggest that you do so. That is the best way to know when I'm going live so you never miss a show. I hear comments, I get side messages, I get DM messages every single day from at least 1 to 3 of you, literally every single day. That's like, Dalen, you went live today and I did not get a notification. How do I do that? So how you do that, folks, is you select that notification bell. And if you have any questions on how to select that, just let me know and I'm happy to give you a tutorial. J Mac, top of the morning to you, you legend. Great to see you this morning, my man. There you go, Brian. I love it. Miss Melody. Absolutely you do, and I would love to find you some more Merrills. I think we found you 2 juicy ones thus far. I remember the Cosmic one, and I remember your Stadium Club. Both of those Merrills were magnificent. Travis Gwine, thank you so much, my man. You already know I will enjoy those Red's breakfast burritos. One of my favorite things of all time. Thank you so much, Miss Linda. You have a magnificent remainder of your day as well, my dear. And we will see you all back here in just a little bit. Because guess what? We get to do it all over again here in just a few minutes. Mr. Capiak, good morning. All right, my TikTokers, Danny Smith, Jameson, Mr. Tripp, Casper, Linda, Travis. I appreciate you folks being here with me this morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope to see you back here in just a little bit. Until I see you again, my friends, please be good to yourselves. Please be good to the people around you. And please, do your damnedest to maintain that attitude of gratitude. It will take you a long way. Have a magnificent remainder of your Friday. We'll see you back here in just a little bit. Smoochies! I think we're alone now. Tú sabes, Chito. Oh, Melody. You already know, my dear. Love me some Cosmic. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We have Cosmic coming. But Cosmic basketball. Mm-hmm. Kirk Noah. I see you there, buddy. Shout out to Sly Stallone. Gracias, Chito. Thank you so much, Chris St. Germain. Brian Smith, I would love you to make more night shows, my man, but I know how challenging that can be. Legolas, did you check out the website I sent you? Where did you send it to me, Legolas? I got to be honest with you, my man, I have not, because I have not seen that message. Ooh, looking forward to it, Miss Melody, and we have both coming in basketball. We have Topps Chrome Cosmic Basketball and Topps Finest Basketball coming. Oh, I got you, Legolas. So I will definitely check that after the show, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got to be honest, whispers are not my primary mode of communication, but I do my damnedest to check those every couple days, because I know I do get messages there. Que bueno, Señor Chito Vera. That sounds wonderful, my man. Con su niño. Well, you have a wonderful night with that kid, my dude. Thank you, Uncle Smitty. I appreciate that, brother. I will fix that. Good, good, good. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again for another fantastic Friday morning here in the front yard. I appreciate you all more than you will ever know. And we'll see you back here in just a little bit. Enjoy the remainder of your morning. I love you guys so much. Beautiful. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Legolas. It's definitely a good ready. I think you'll be quite pleased, and it is from 2015. He's only collected more. All right. I will check that, Legolas. Thank you, buddy. You know it, Brandon Franz. Thank you, good sir. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful remainder of your morning. That is an order. We'll see you back here in just a few minutes. Much love and respect. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around. Enjoy the rest of your morning, my friends, and thank you again for another quality family morning here in the front yard. Well, good morning, Marquise. You made it. That's okay, buddy. Happens to the best of us, my man. We will be back here for some lunch wax this afternoon, and I'm sure you'll be here for that one, Marky.
Did we miss Baywatch?
After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob.
Oh, wow!
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Are you threatening me?
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
I whoop people for truckloads of cash.
I am humble in general.
Gods recognize gods.
Dumbass.
Oh, yeah!
And my friends, my family, let's let the man, the myth, the legend start our morning.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, woo, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo! Woo! Gotta have beef, gotta have spice, need a little excitement. Snap into a Slim Jim. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go, you legends. Have a magnificent remainder of your morning. Ah, looking forward to it, Jeffro. I did not see that. How cool. Nice. All right, my dear friends. Have a magnificent, fantastic FriYAY morning. And we'll see you back here in just a little bit. Thank you again. Bye-bye.
Giggity, giggity.
You know I couldn't help myself. Okay, I'm really leaving now. Love you all so much. Enjoy your breakfasts. And we'll see you back here for some lunch wax in about 3 hours. Much love and respect. Big hugs and firm handshakes all around. You are a legend, Kirk Noah. I will politely push back, good sir. We'll see you all in just a little bit. Bye-bye.